Hi Sagittarius, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you a tarot reading for your next 48 hours. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates. But as well, thank you in advance for your likes, comments, and of course subscriptions to this lovely channel if you haven't done so already. As well, to book a personal reading with myself, just reach out via email. Everything you need is down below in the description box. But as well, keep in mind as we proceed with the reading, this is meant to pertain to the following 48-hour period for you beginning around when you were guided or drawn to this reading, not just following when I post the video, okay? So it's somewhat timeless in that sense. We're going to begin by pulling some messages from the Elemental Oracle deck, and then we'll use the Light Seers Tarot to further speak upon your next 2 days. For Sag, next 48 hours for Sag. Okay, a very homely energy, sense of getting grounded, regrounded, or just feeling very planted in a situation, very comforted, okay? You could be spending a significant amount of time within your sanctuary, your home. It could be a sense of stubbornness about your energy where you're not willing to put up with certain levels of behavior. Just, it feels like one person in particular just doesn't do things right in your eyes. Anyways, I want to pull 1 or 2 more. Okay. In all the meanwhile, it feels like you're expanding, okay? Expanding your view on things. Someone else is expanding how you're viewing things as well, through their work or just what they're telling you. I feel as if you could be informing oneself about what's going on in the world, or just about what you need to for your future, or what you just wrapped yourself up with. If you look at this compass kind of imagery here, whether that's what it is or not, well, with it saying north, it seems like it's meant to be. It just feels like you're trusting your inner compass as to where you're meant to head, or you're being reminded to in one way, shape, or form. They're saying things will start fresh eventually, okay? For the time being, enjoy the comfort and peace, the fruits of your labor. With endurance and the rock card coming out, it feels like you're a rock in a situation. You're the center focus or the center doer in one way, shape, or form. I know that was horribly put, but it just is coming out the way it's coming out. It feels like you keep the wheels churning in a situation, whether it's at home, your family, whether that's at work, it could be both. I just feel like you're a rock, okay, in a beautiful way. You're stubborn at times in that sense, but you're also somebody who gets it done and does it right, and delegates to a certain extent, and is just there for people. That's beautiful. A level of protection being reminded to you throughout the next 48 hours in the midst of you sort of wanting to be within your own individual cave, kind of feeling very connected to that home card, your sanctuary, if you will. If you can't pick up on a level of sanctuary, comfort in that sense at home, where can you go? Can nature be your friend in that sense? A level of comfort and peace. It's going to be up to you. I feel like you have a level of power in a situation as well. And some of you desiring more power, okay? Do pay attention to your heart. Wow, out of nowhere, I feel like my heart is just hurting, okay? In like just a health kind of way. Please pay attention to that and consume less caffeine, maybe meditate, get your rest. Try not to stress, especially over the minuscule things is what I'm hearing. Let's shuffle and pull from the Light Seers deck. Wow, that was a bit feisty. No feisty behavior, please. With the Sun card here, I truly feel like, okay, underneath it all, Sag, are you expecting the worst? Are you focusing on the worst too much? Expect the best from people, therefore they can live up to that. Wow, I just saw something weird. Allow for yourself to recognize that the stars are aligning for you if you look at this imagery, and for your people as well. There's a magical vibe about the next 48 hours for yourself and moving forward, but not if you sort of overshadow that with a level of doubt, fear, or just expecting the worst once again. A lot of communication. People look to you for support It's like at times you expect for people to want your advice or just help in one way, shape, or form, assistance, but you're going to remember in the next 48 hours, if you haven't already recently, that people just sometimes want to tell you what they're going through because you just are who you are. Okay? I just kind of got a little bit emotional, but I also loved that. We have the Sun, the Devil, a lot came out, the Strength, and the Fool. Being told this just might be what we need for the reading, okay? Yeah, I feel like you have a lot going on, okay? It just feels like people are growing in different directions as far as those you care about most, and you're proud, but it feels like you might be lacking that control that you just once had or desire in one way, shape, or form. But there's a level of happiness in the next 48 hours. I just feel like the weather could be improving. You could sense that you are just succeeding. You could be expecting completion in the near future where even more happiness will come to be. I can't help but notice this is looking like a flower, obviously, but it's this sort of a mandala in the center of this sun here. A focus on things building piece by piece, level by level. They're saying almost like an onion, to the point of a grander success, achievement, vision, right? Something to view in a beautiful way. Someone also could be viewing interesting or creating art in your midst. You could be, okay? You're a creator, a developer, even if you don't realize that or know that in one way, shape, or form. But the devil coming out, overthinking, letting it control you at certain points, your dreams could feel very disturbing. Don't be surprised if that happens, or if you wake up at multiple points within the night. I do feel like there's a certain point in the next 48 hours, even if you're not working a lot, you feel overworked, okay? It feels like at times things feel a bit stressful within your home situation for some of you Sages, and it's not meant to be, or it just shouldn't. And it's just like, where are things going wrong here? Why are we lacking peace? Are you being the peace in that situation is something you're being pushed to ask oneself. I don't know why I just got happy with the Chariot. It feels like Spirit could just make you smile or laugh at certain points out of the randomly, right? When you're feeling a bit frustrated or annoyed or just focusing on the wrong thing. Don't be surprised if you drop something in the next 48 hours. Okay. But with the Chariot here, there's a level of motivation, again, a magical feeling, okay? This giving me a very like independent, which you are, you're a very independent sign, at times a little bit all over the place, but very mysterious, very unexpected kind of sign, which is a beautiful part of you, right? You're the wild card of all 12, in my opinion. But you just like to roam at times, but you also like that stability. It's conflicting, it's confusing, and people just don't need to understand it, okay? But you're motivated to achieve a lot, but are you balancing yourself out in the midst of it all? It just feels like there's several sides of you, and there's two parts of you where one wants to run around and achieve things 24/7, and feels like it's almost not an option to move away from that. There's another part of you that just feels you need to relax and take care of yourself. And I feel like your body, your physical aches and pains, or even like, again, your heart, will just communicate to you in a certain way, saying you need to listen to that side of you more so, especially in the next 48, at least some of which, okay? We get it. There's stuff you need to accomplish. You can't ignore certain obligations you need to fulfill, tasks, your to-do list, but are you overdoing it? Okay, or is there stuff that you can delay to the upcoming week or whatever the case may be? Does this all need to be done right now? Okay, can you delegate more? Okay, do you live with people like your family members where you can delegate more? We know you like to do that. Okay, that's the leader within you, that mature side of you. It gives you a level of fulfillment. I feel like some of you even make it somewhat funny at times. Someone's also going to tell you a joke in the next 48 hours and it's going to feel less funny than you expect, but you'll still laugh. Okay, I don't know how to feel about that. And I feel like that's the way you're going to feel about the joke. But the Strength card coming through, talking about how strong you are, I feel like there's going to be certain points as things feel very up and down throughout the next 48 where you put up a facade And it's like, you know, nobody's perfect, and don't expect oneself to feel super strong 24/7. But you know oneself best at this point, and have learned new strategies over time, ways to feel stronger, to dig for the inner strength. So don't force it, but also don't be hold oneself back from initiating or utilizing some of those beautiful strategies, right? They're saying something that was gifted to you may help you feel more relaxed all the meanwhile. But with the Fool card here, I just feel as if you're pushed to just go with the flow, wanting more control, and at times wanting people to do things right, or to just do things like you. I get it. I truly do get it. But at times also little obstacles or annoyances, or just when you have a set schedule or expectation for what you want to achieve, when you wake up and begin your day and make your way through it, it's like, okay, this is making it hard for me to do this now, or just not produce quality work, or whatever the case may be, or just is impossible to accomplish right now. Hop to something else on your to-do list, or just take that as a chance to relax if you can, right? Just adapt to the twists and turns of the next 48 hours, as I feel like it gives you a lack of control at certain points, but can give you another different kind of control, as you're like, okay, I'm just gonna wing it. I'm just gonna move around that, do this, do that, right? Just go with the flow. You could also be thinking about a new start in the future, regardless of whether it's yours or somebody you love. It could be yours in one way, shape, or form. It's going to transform your life for the better, okay? I'm hearing you're the rock in that situation, even if it doesn't feel like it 24/7, okay? They're saying, baby, you're gonna be happy, okay? However that works out for you, I feel as if you need to recognize that you're very spiritually connected, and that helps you, but also affects you in a struggling kind of way at times. You may find that the time when you drop something, it's just spirit pushing it out of your hand, okay? Not to focus on the negatives, but it's just, it's true. All right, focused on financial comfort, savings, and also, again, desiring that control. It's gonna be an up and down kind of next 48 hours for you, but I feel as if you will succeed on a multitude of levels, and people will remember why you are in their life, okay? So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing next 48 hours, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye, Sag.